Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Power Rangers Faerie Arcana Force. I know it's been a bit of a break because of my shitty power situation last time we tried this. Fingers crossed. Javante will not be joining us tonight, but before we get into tonight's episode, why don't we go around and do some introductions, and let's start off with our Green Ranger.
Hi y'all. I am Simi Ray. I will be playing Noah Lane, your green bottom Fae Arcana Ranger.
There you go. I know it's a long title. Proud of you. Okay, our little blue crime boy.
Hi everybody, I'm Ark, or Ark like Court all over the internet, but tonight I am playing Warren Andro, the Blue Winter Fairy Arcana Force Ranger, the best sweet little crime boy there is.
Love that for you. And last but not least, our burnout. Quite literally.
Gus, I'm playing Bara Danavati. He just likes to hit things. Yellow Ranger, I don't. Is it Summer?
You are Summer. Yellow Summer Fairy Arcana Ranger. You got it.
I had to open my character sheet to figure out what my last name was.
It's okay. It happens. And then our Spring Ranger will join us next time. And I will be playing everyone else. Specifically, as you guys ended last episode fighting against some uncanny valley-looking sprites in a fairy that was just disturbing that they got pulled in a taffy machine. After being made Power Rangers all of a sudden during your field trip on your first day at school, you get teleported back to King Oberon's, I guess palace would be a good term for it, as you guys arrive back at the same table you were at when you were yanked into the fight. However, you notice quickly that Trina is not with you. Oh, you're back.
Yeah, and what exactly were those things?
Those were some of my Fae brethren that were forced into this world with consequences, as you saw. That's not how they normally look. I believe they're... that's weird. Your friend got teleported somewhere else.
What do you mean somewhere else?
Not sure. Something's blocked. You see him wave a hand in front of him, and a screen of hazy magic appears in front of him, and you see that there's a pink dot across town that fizzles out. It's not good. It's gonna take me time to trace
out
that.
doesn't look nice.
Does not. Well,
So we lost a person.
it'll be
And I'm gonna be
fine.
blamed for this if we come back missing a party member.
They throw the screen on the wall, and you see it just start to like runes start to appear. That'll run for a while, and hopefully we can trace her. In the meantime, I didn't really give you guys a lot of information.
You gave us literally no information.
Yeah,
What he said.
before you got pulled away. So after all of that, I'm assuming you have questions.
Maybe 1 or 20.
Well,
I'll let them ask first.
Yeah, we got some time to kill. So what would you like to know?
Why? That's question number 1 is why?
Specifically, why what? Why you were rangers? Why this happened?
Yeah, that one. Why us?
That is up to the grid itself. The grid seems to be almost alive in a way. When I linked to it when I got here, I knew that I would need help at some day, and it has been searching ever since. And
I think your grid is broken.
The grid is never wrong, from what I have learned.
But see, I'm supposed to be just like running the newspaper, not fighting whatever the things.
So you have leadership experience already. That's perfect.
This feels like it comes with responsibility, and I don't want any.
I mean, you get to fight monsters. You seem like the kind of likes to just fight stuff. He tries not to look. He tries not to scan your appearance.
It's gonna get.
From what my research has brought up, Angel Grove's been destroyed many times in battles with Power Rangers, and Rangers are usually never to blame, or usually never get bad press from it.
732 times.
Yeah, about that much. And the former...
Wait, so I could just destroy whatever I want as long as I got the suit on?
Their former Blue Morphin Ranger, it says here, set up some type of security around town. So cleanup's a lot easier than it used to be, as you can evidence. And he brings up fights from the Arcanites of like Frankie and Peter and all them just destroying shit in fights and it being repaired by these systems.
The GridNet system from Cranston Industries.
Yes, that makes everything a lot easier. And you guys will be able to harness magic a little bit as well, like the Arcanites. It'll just be more attuned to your specific seasons. Yes, that's part of what we're going to have to teach you here over the next however long we got to the next attack.
Again, I'm a photographer.
I'm sure
don't do this whole magic thing.
You do now.
You mean magic?
Well, I see. He looks at you specifically. I see some of it might have already manifested in you. If Gus picked the perk I think he picked. Why don't you try to light your cigarette there? Without your lighter.
Having seen a crap ton of dumb movies, he literally just looks at it real hard.
Yeah, that's just an ability you have. It lights.
How'd you do that?
I thought about it.
Pyrokinesis.
Yeah,
Thanks, Warren.
you all are attuned to an element, and our Yellow Ranger here would be fire, to do with, obviously, correlating with the summer season.
Barra pulls the lighter out of his pocket, just flips it to Warren. It's like, here you go. I don't need it anymore, apparently.
Any more questions?
So we can all do stuff like that?
Little stuff like that should be simple enough. It'll take a little more effort to channel it in an effective way, but that is what training facilities are for. And he gets up and he's like, follow me. And he starts walking down the hallway. It looks like just like a really like a Renaissance style mansion. He takes you where you would assume a ballroom is based on like the layout of this place, and he opens the doors wide, and it's like a gym facility from like your time, but it says like every piece of equipment you could possibly ask for. It's a fully kitted out weight room. There's a boxing ring in the corner, and then the dead center of the ring, there's like this almost like a Pokemon arena, how that style of arena is very digitalized. That just has like this magic barrier around it. There in the middle will be where you can test any ranger stuff out without destroying the rest of this room. If you want to do any other types of training, I think I got everything from your different athletic events on this plane.
Where's the stereo system?
Stereo system,
Yeah, I'm not gonna break things
music.
without music.
music. I can probably figure something out for that.
Who the hell makes a gym without a stereo? What kind of world you come from?
One definitely older than us.
Yeah, these are like early weight systems, some of them, and then you see they slowly get newer as they go down the line. It's like he grabbed every single equipment that's ever been made.
Do I still have my camera?
You do?
Because if I'm Noah's just gonna be like slowly, like slightly behind everybody, just taking pictures of everything. Because in her head, she's like, I have to document this, or no one's gonna believe anything, or I'm not gonna believe it. So
Yeah.
she's just like,
You're able to easily enough take pictures. He has no idea what you're doing. He doesn't know what a camera is.
Don't point that thing at me.
I think I can wire the speakers within some of the treadmills and use the Bluetooth from the bike, and we should be able to play music and it'll carry through the space if needed.
You need me a tech roll if you want to start fucking around with the equipment.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Since it was created by Oberon, would this be grid tech?
Yeah, everything in here is grid. Anything in the power chamber is grid tech.
That's what I like to hear.
It looks like he just looked up all this shit and then manifested. It all has an echo of grid power around it.
Oh yeah. 17 on the D20, 3 on the D6 for a dirty 20.
Yeah, easily enough. You just go into the newer models of the treadmills and all the other cardio equipment, and you do some like hot wiring to kind of get the speakers on them to play outward and hook up to your guys' phones.
It should work now. How does the bubble work?
Just walk in. Just any grid power that you use in will not escape it. So you can use whatever experimentation you want your powers in there. The rest of this room will not be affected.
Okay. Immediately walks into the bubble.
What would you like to do?
I'm going to try that power quake, the boreal trench ability. As soon as I step through the bubble, does it like immediately morph me?
It does immediately morph you.
Okay.
A quick morph you, but it doesn't give you the disgust penalty from session 0 because this is a training area.
Yeah, so once I'm inside there, I'll summon the boreal tonfa and then bring them together and then just create that like field of ice around
Yeah, and as you
me.
as you step in there and you create the field of ice, holograms appear around you that look like the sprites, and it shows the effect of what the attack would do. Is it just knocks them away from you, skidding across, and they break into pixels.
ooh,
Okay.
Well, that was cool.
I'll flip the tonfa, send them away, and then bring out the Arcana blasters
Mm-hmm.
and start messing with it. I'm gonna use my grid tech blaster focusers,
Yeah,
and I'm like,
as you bring your blaster out, a range appears at the other end of the arena, just like moving targets.
I shift one of the side panels on it over and like almost like a red dot sight, but mine's blue, appears on top of it, so it's easier for me to take aim and start targeting at each one of the pop-up targets and taking shots at it.
Yeah, go ahead and roll some target stats. See how you're doing with your new weapon.
13 and 2, 2 and 2, so 15 total. That was a 2 on all of my skill dice.
Yeah, 15 hits. These are just targets. Yeah, you don't hit them dead center, but you clip them all at least.
Can
Okay.
I try that?
Yeah, you can step right in, and you also quick morph. What would you like to try out?
I also want to try
Your
my
blaster.
blaster. Yeah.
Yeah, it
I
looks.
opened up one of the side panels, and another one of those viewers flips to the top, and it's got a little green dot in the center on yours.
Did you choose the
Ooh.
bonus for everyone's blasters for your tech
Yep.
upgrade? That gives everyone what, an
It gives
upshift, or is it
everyone
a
an
plus one?
upshift.
Okay, cool.
It's an upshift.
So you'll roll target in. You'll roll 1 dice higher than whatever your score is.
That is a D4 and a D2. Cool. That is a 19 on the D20 and a 3 on the D4.
Yeah, 22
So-
definitely hits. Yours are all bullseyes, so you go up and just like.
That should
D2.
stay there now too.
And what you see as you guys shoot your blasters too, when Warren did his, it was like almost like little ice ray, like an ice beam type thing that would just like freeze the targets and they would break. As you shoot yours, it's like this green energy that when it hits, it like makes a thundering sound that just shatter.
Cool. This is fun.
Bar, you want me to like wave the blaster for a second? Like,
Didn't know I had a gun, but sure. Steps through the bubble.
Yeah, you step there as you say that, you look at your side, you're like, huh. It was there the whole time. Just at
All
your
right.
waist. Yeah, you pull up, make a target attack. Upshift 1 dice.
pull 2 clips of the little yellow dot hollow sight appears on the top of yours.
So whatever your target is, roll 1 dice higher.
How do you upshift?
Are you rolling from the sheet?
Yeah.
When you click it, it should give you an option to, I believe.
Well, it says skill shift, but then there's a drop down menu of like 30 different things.
What's your normal dice for targeting? What's your skill for targeting?
Targeting? 0.
So just roll a d20 and then
D2.
roll a d2 just in the chat.
Nope. Not if that's a 10.
Yeah, so you misjudged the recoil completely, and there's just fire that goes past the targets, and you see it's going to head out of the arena. You just see it splash harmlessly against the barrier.
My hand just goes as the fire sprays out of the book.
No. Okay.
I'm
We'll
better
work
up
on it. We'll work
close.
on it.
I'm better up close.
As you can see, the barrier holds. You see the barrier slightly smoke for a little bit before it just goes back to normal.
Maybe only in case of like necessity
But
you do that.
the thing that I wanted to show you guys specifically is how to channel your magic. And he waves his hand, and your arcane blasters shift down into like an arm bracelet that goes from like all the way up your forearm. When you put it in this mode, this is your Fae focus. You can try to channel your seasonal magic. Mechanically wise, you roll a d4. And if it's something related to your element, you can attempt to do so. You can do this as whenever. It takes a full action.
I'm going to assume at this point my element is fire.
Yeah, yours is fire. He points to you, fire. Points to Noah, you are earth. And Warren, you are
Cold.
winter. So you are cold.
Winter.
And
Which one's
then
Captain Planet?
Captain Planet.
Powers combined.
It's a cartoon.
Not
Powers combined. We're
familiar.
missing one.
Yeah.
Technically 2.
Yeah, 2, really.
Your friend who's not here would be wind.
Heart. That's the one we're missing.
Yeah.
Okay. You see a moment. How'd they know about the Gold Ranger?
So I'll Bar, if you want to try yours first, and in case it points to where the fireball went, In case that happens, then I can.
What are we trying to do with it?
You can try to do any effect as long as it relates to fire. So like, based on what you tell me, it might be a higher DC, but whatever you want to try to create with your fire, you can try and roll.
If you're
I'm
creating
gonna-
fireballs, I'm gonna just walk behind Warren and be like,
You just back behind Warren.
Bar's gonna run up to whatever targeting we were shooting at, or if there's a punching target.
Yeah, whatever you're trying to do.
And
If you're like,
start
if you,
punching it, but try and make fire pyro go off of the sides as he does.
yeah, it'll a hologram will appear in front of you as you like have that in your head. You want to do a melee and make a roll. So you'll roll a d4 and a d20.
I'm just rolling my sword knuckles, right?
Yeah, whatever you have that's d4. If you want to just roll it doesn't matter. It's just a d4 roll with your d20. So
I'm ready to extinguish unnecessary fire.
again, Noah's just
Wow.
slowly inching
That
her
did
way
not
behind Warren.
so that's a 4. So how does it go wrong, Gus? So what actually happens here?
Where it was supposed to shoot out, it shot the opposite direction. So both of them just like right into Bara.
Yeah, so you just see Bara light on flame, and you would immediately try to put him out.
Immediately try to put him out.
Yeah, roll your Fey
I'm-
magic
I'm-
roll.
I'm thinking Cade up on the apron as the pyro explodes in front of him, but he's not
100%.
expecting it to be.
16 plus 2 for 18 total.
Yeah, you just hold your hand up, and just like a wave of snow just douses Bara immediately.
You good?
Bara's just like covered in steam.
Yeah.
Didn't take any damage. Your own fire doesn't hurt you, but it does feel very hot and uncomfortable now in this suit.
Maybe one of you guys try it. This magic stuff is weird.
And I point
Go
at
Warren.
Noah.
Me, go Warren.
I just did.
Fine. So I want to, with Earth, I'm assuming I can do earthquake type things.
You guys are pretty much fucking Avatar people. That's what you can do with your elements.
Cool.
You can
Perfect.
just be
So,
top if you want.
I just want to walk up and punch the ground and just
Like cause an earthquake.
shockwave.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Roll a d4 roll.
Summon a giant mole.
That is a 13.
13. Okay, yeah, you hit. It's not as effective as you think it would be, but yeah, you feel the ground quake around you in probably about like a 2-foot radius.
Cool.
Yeah, as you guys get more accustomed to your powers, they will grow. And you'll be able to do a little bit more, but they're new, so you'll need time to get adjusted to them. Just know that they're out here a call if you ever need them in the field. And then it's just just think about it, and it should shift back to your blaster.
I'm just going through like cold air, solid ice,
Yeah,
snow.
anything that would be the equivalent of like a prestidigitation type effect in D&D, that can just happen. So like him lighting his cigarette, honestly, can just happen type thing.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just doing like I'm getting the feel for gauging the temperature of cold for the things I can do.
Ripped off. I had to take a thing for that.
I was literally just typing you're gonna grab another thing. Because I already had that planned out before you told me you picked that.
Gotcha.
I think while Warren's doing that, Noah's in the corner just like trying to like levitate little pebbles and like fling them, kind of like.
Yeah, you
Make
see some
herself
light.
a
You see some
slingshot.
light dirt and like a couple pebbles fly up.
I'm just trying to like fling them at targets.
Pretty much like a mage hand limitation. You can't lift anything more than 5 pounds without like really channeling the power with it.
Could I keep this on if I'm not this?
No, you cannot. You have to be morphed, unfortunately. You might be able to eventually learn how to do magic outside of your Power Ranger forms, but it will be significantly harder, and you will not be resistant to any effects.
Oh,
Okay.
the bracelet doesn't work outside of.
It comes with the suit, unfortunately.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, Bara, don't go Human Torch yet. Please.
Yeah, you might eventually be able to use your fire outside of your suit, but you won't
No,
be
no, I'm keeping.
fireproof.
If I can't do it, then I'm keeping the other thing. I can still use it outside my suit.
Okay.
Bar's the only one who can do it outside of the suit because
Because he
Fuck
really
you, that's
wants to
why.
be able to smoke his cigarettes without needing the lighter and light
it's the
stuff on fire.
determination of I don't want to have to carry a lighter anymore. That lets him do it.
Love that.
One
for you.
less
That's
thing
too
I have
easy.
to have. Okay. Rangers. All of that. So you said it was your sister?
My wife, technically.
Wife.
Your wife.
Yeah, your legends here talk about my realm, Queen Titania.
Not really into
Mhm.
fairies.
It's fair. She's not here yet, but she followed me here with her magic and has locked onto the grid and is trying to push her way into this realm now to access it. Those creatures that she summoned were her first attempt. I assumed it's going to escalate until she can try to find whatever she's looking for. There's
Do you
something
know what
here.
she's looking for?
There's a powerful source of grid magic here in Angel Grove that I've not been able to lock onto. I tried to contact some of the former Ranger teams, but something seems to have cut Angel Grove off from outside communication with the grid.
Wonder if there'd be any information about that with Cranston Industries.
Ranson. Yes. He brings up another screen, he looks at it, he's like, William Cranston was the Blue Ranger I had mentioned earlier. He would be knowledgeable, but he looks like he's been out of Angel Grove for a few months now. He left a Dior in charge at the moment. Not much knowledge on him besides being working there since he graduated from the school. That would be a start.
Okay. So, and what about Trina? What do we do about that?
I will try to
Yeah.
lock onto her. The worry is with Queen Titania starting to access your plane, she's not the kind to typically fight up front. That is not how it happens in the fairy courts. She'll target your desires, try to manipulate you, try to get you to agree to something. You're going to have to be cautious with literally everyone around you. Your ranger morphers will link the four of you, so you will always be able to tell if it's really each of you guys. But just, you're going to have to be careful going forward. Subtlety is going to be your biggest enemy.
Gotcha.
Subtlety.
And how do we leave here? You never really
Oh,
explained
yeah.
the
Your morphers, he points to your guys' like crystal necklaces. Those can teleport you to anywhere you've been before in the town. All you have to do is grasp it in your hand, and if there's no one in sight, it will activate. If there's someone in sight, it will not trigger for you, just to keep the secret of the grid, which is important. From what I've learned of the grid, keeping your identity as Power Rangers is the utmost importance. You cannot escalate any battles before the opponent does. And you must not use your powers for your own gain. Otherwise, the grid does not react well to that. It has a set of rules you must follow. So just keep that in mind in your guys' battles. There was an incident with a Phantom Ranger carpet bombing enemies a while ago. It was a loophole, I guess he got through because he was a Phantom Ranger, but it's not. It was very frowned upon. The grid was really messed up for a while.
Yeah, that sounds like it. So all of those things, and Warren's gonna point in the direction of like the doorway that everybody had walked in here from,
Mm-hmm.
and like the hallway everybody had come down. Does everybody look that way?
What do you mean?
Does Oberon look that way?
Oh, you point that way?
Yeah, at the
Yeah,
direction he's pointing.
he'll look that way.
Did Noah and Bara look that way?
Yeah.
Are you gonna teleport
I grab
away?
the necklace and teleport.
Give me a grid tech roll as you do that.
Got it.
I don't know that we count against the necklace.
That's what the roll's for.
7 and 5 for 12 total.
You felt a pulse in the thing, but you get out of there. Oberon turns back. You guys can teleport in front of each other and me, just so you're aware. He tosses to the other two of you left.
Gotcha. I do have a question though.
Yes.
If we go back, what do we tell people about Trina? We came in here as 4. We cannot leave as 3.
From what I surmised, your school after the attack dispersed and everyone went home. So there's no reason your school will think that she's missing. So it gives us time to come up with a solution if we cannot find her before the school day tomorrow. I will work on it here and try to track her location and let you guys know as soon as I find something.
Cool. And at that point, Noah grabs her necklace and she just,
Fine.
Vara looks at him and says, "So, did they get where they were going, or did they fizzle?"
Yeah, where did you two go?
I went to the library, like straight to the library.
Yeah, you appear in a like a couple shelves back in the back of the library where no one's looking. And Warren, where did you head?
I went back to my backpack in the forest.
Just back to the forest?
where we disappeared from, because I left a very incriminating note there.
That's fair. Yeah, he'll bring up a screen he'll bring that screen from the other room, just drag it in here, and you'll see the analyzation. So don't want to try to find Trina, but you'll see a blue dot in the forest where you guys were, and you'll see a green dot in the school library. Yeah, looks like they arrived in their destinations.
Yeah, just didn't want to end up like the pink one. He grabs his necklace, hoops into his car.
Yeah, you just lay it in the driver's seat. Okay, well, we have some downtime for the night. What would you guys like to do? It's after school. It's about 5 p.m. in the afternoon. So you have the rest of the night to do whatever you like. We'll start in order of teleports. So Warren, what are you getting up to?
Warren goes home, but Nevermore is setting up another art display.
Gotcha. What kind of art display are you going for this time?
It's going to be akin to like Yggdrasil or the World Tree.
Okay.
With separated into 4 quadrants. One part of it will be like iced blue, the other will be like this vibrant green, another with the yellow but with like fire moving through it, and then one that's pink with like a like showing motion of wind and things like that. This one's just going to be little projectors, though. I'm not going to throw any spray paint or anything into this one, and I'm going to set it up to go off on probably at Ranger Point.
Ranger Point. Okay, cool. Duly noted. Okay, so we will move over to what is Noah getting up to at the moment?
Since I have the pop culture literature bond, I am looking in any books on you, on Titania, just
You just want to
I'm
start searching fairy
just
mythology.
getting as much information as I can.
You know what? That's why you're the leader. Go for it.
I have my next crime to commit. I'm sorry. I gotta let the world know.
Like all she's doing is she's like literally in like crouch position by a laptop, just
I'll say with all your photo evidence you took to, you can roll an edge on this roll. So roll a d20 twice.
culture. Oh, and I got a D4 besides. Double eights, but a 4. So
A 12. I mean, you find a lot of the basic knowledge of the two of them in myths, like Queen Titania, King Oberon, rulers of the fairy realm. There's different stories, like there's the Dresden Files, which is a completely different take on it. There's like the older mythology from like Celtic lore and like all the like the European lore on the Fell realm. There's so many contradictory stories, but the main gist is that King Oberon and Queen Titania have ruled pretty much in most stories that there is about the Fey realm, but not always in harmony with each other, as those in the Fey realm are always jockeying for power. But you do see lots of references of mortals making deals with fairies and it never going quite right.
Don't make deals with the fairies. Underline, highlight, stars, big bolded letters.
Don't do it.
That's what she's spending her time doing.
Okay. And what is Bar up to?
I mean, Vara immediately tips over and goes back to the nap he started at the beginning of the day.
Yeah, you just immediately land in your seat, and as you do, the seat just kicks back automatically.
After a nice long nap, while the music is playing entirely too loud for anybody to sleep, he wakes up and he looks in the mirror and he goes, "What?" And his black mohawk is neon yellow.
Give me you don't have grid set, so just roll me a d20 at disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh, I love it. I love
17.
At disadvantage?
2d20s? Yeah.
Damn,
I got
okay.
a 20 and a 17.
Yeah, you have heard of rangers usually after becoming ranger teams starting to wear their colors. And the grid felt very strongly that you would refuse to wear yellow, so it took measures into its own hands.
Are we talking like bright canary yellow, or is this like bleach blonde yellow?
So
no. Straight up neon yellow. Like canary, yeah. Like
So-
yellow.
So the way it is, it's neon yellow through the most of it, or right through the center, it's very pastel yellow right down the center to match your ranger suit. Because your guys' ranger colors are like pastel versions of the colors.
It's worse.
Exactly. It's perfect for you.
Worse.
I mean, that's the basis of Barrett's night. He's not researching anything, so.
Well, I guess I got to do this now. Oh shit.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you guys get the rest of your night and next day at school. When were you planning for that to go off, Warren?
Whenever, so it's set up that all of the Nevermore stuff goes off through a like text message from Warren's phone.
Okay, so whenever you feel it's appropriate, pretty much.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. So yeah, you guys get to school the next day. You head to homeroom. You do see Trina back in the room. All of you give me a grid tech roll. If you don't have grid tech, it's 2d20s at disadvantage.
Is it just technology?
Yeah, it would be technology.
Okay, because there's no grid tech skill.
Grid tech goes under technology, that's why.
Yeah, it's a specialization.
16.
Crit on the D6 for a total of 21.
Okay.
17.
Easy enough. That is King Oberon.
Is he fully playing the part?
100% on point, fully queen beeing it up. Like, if you guys didn't make that roll, you would have had no idea. You would have just thought it was Trina. But you guys hear, after he knows you guys have talked to him, he's like, still looking for Trina. So, I did some studying. Are all high school girls this mean?
Yeah.
No. You just picked a special one.
Totally noted. But yeah. But yeah, you're
Oberon is good at being a teenage girl.
Can I ask Warren why he always carries around the notebook?
I carry around several, and he'll pull out like a whole collection of them.
yeah, you see him pull out a full collection. He already has a color-coded one for each of you.
So you're just taking notes on us?
I don't want to forget things.
So what's in mine?
It's right here. No, that's not yours. Yours is right here.
Okay.
It has notes, your most recent articles, the last 3 places that you did photos of, the most recent books that you read in the library, and
How do you know that?
I'm
Bit creepy.
I pay attention. And it's a way for me to keep everything organized.
To each their own. More power to you, kid.
Yeah, as you guys are talking, the homeroom teacher, Mrs. Hilliard Oliver Watson. Okay, good to see you guys are all safe. Does anyone have any concerns about what happened yesterday? Seems to be we got a new ranger team in town, so things should be a little more cautious around town. Yes, Mr. Andrew.
Is the school going to keep sending us out like that?
No, we're not going to be taking any field trips in the near future.
Okay.
Yeah. That was scrapped immediately. As your reports will not be necessary from that field trip.
Mine's already on your desk.
Okay. Thanks, Warren. You see her just tuck it into her desk. I don't have anything to report today, so you guys got about 20 minutes of homeroom left to get your bearings and then go about your classes for the day. If you have any questions, I'll be up front. And she just takes a seat at her desk and starts working on some stuff. You see her pull the report out and actually start grading it, but then just tucks it back.
There's 3 other copies. There's one that has Noah's name on it. There's one that has Bara's name on it. There's one that has Trina's name on it.
It was a group project, so she doesn't even blink at it. You all get extra credit for it. You all get, I don't know, 10 points of extra credit going forward to your class with her. And she's also your guys' English teacher. But yeah, she lets you guys talk. Yeah, you see King Oberon holding court, so to speak, in the back with the queen bees. Doing very good information. He's already scheduled cheerleading practice for after school today and has them all planning out the first pep rally of the year.
They're not agreeing to things that he's saying, right?
I mean, they're going along with like how they would if it was Trina. Like they're like, oh yeah, we'll set up practice, and yeah, we got plans for the pep rally. We got some new recruits, all that kind of stuff. But you do hear he's not directly asking them stuff. He's like,
okay.
he's worded in a way where he's doing what Trina. Trina doesn't ask them to do anything. She tells them that this is going to happen.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
he's
no.
not asking anything. He's just telling them what's gonna happen, like Trina would, and it's what's gonna happen.
Okay.
No, I just want to like turn to Bar and be like, you got a little. Did you do something with your hair?
No,
No.
I didn't make this choice.
I mean, it's
Apparently, I have side effects.
side effects.
Well, I didn't do this.
I think I'm gonna just start looking at my hair like, I didn't get those side effects.
Warren slides a note onto Barra's desk.
Yes. Opens it up.
It's probably because you could set things on fire with your mind.
So my hair had to look like an Easter egg?
I mean, it looks good, sort of, a little bit. It's different.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and pretend that I don't know what's up there.
Noah's just gonna like reach into her bag, and she always has like a beanie. She's just gonna pull out. You want a beanie?
Bear pokes at the like hard mohawk.
Yeah, because you're the ones that like stits up, right?
It's like
Never
egg whites and
mind.
liquid cement.
I thank you. I don't think logistically.
Just slowly slides the hat back in her bag. So I was up way too late doing way too much research, and I remember what Oberon was saying about like we have to be careful about like what we say, and the biggest thing I learned is don't make deals. They never work correctly. So if someone tries to like make an exchange with you, no,
Well,
please.
this is the most conversation I've had with anybody in a long time. So I don't think anybody's gonna be offering me anything.
Didn't we just kind of make a deal?
We don't count. I don't think. Do we count? And she's just gonna like look to where Trina is and just kind of like poke. Like, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
We don't count with the deal making thing, right? Like, you don't count.
No, I don't count. You're fine.
Cool. Got it.
Are
So
you
we're
full of shit?
fine.
Hmm.
Are you full of shit?
I mean, would you believe me either way? I don't think you trust very easily. But I have no reason to harm you. I need your guys' help. So
Well, I already did your paper for you, so you don't really have to worry about that.
appreciate you. William?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You see her
Turns
just
right
like
back
you see
around.
you see Trina just flip her hair and turn back to her group.
He is too good at that.
It's kind of disturbing.
Just a little
You
bit.
do remember knowing hearing about changelings and shapeshifters in your history as well.
Even then, with changelings and stuff, still, I feel like that's way.
A lot of them are mostly androgynous, so they're used to presenting or shifting in between like very masculine or very feminine or very neutral like body language and communication styles.
Mhm.
It goes right back down to writing.
Yeah, as like those last 5 minutes, you actually see him go up to the front desk. He's like, Mrs. Oliver, we're gonna need first period off to set up for the pep rally, of course. And you see her just like smooze the teacher and get permission and everything to get the gymnasium set up for the pep rally after lunch. like literally probably even better than Trina would do. So like they are very in role. And as the homeroom bell goes off and you guys head to your classes, I think that'll be where we take our break. So we got about like 10 or 15 minutes off, and then we will continue off to see what happens from here. Maybe we'll find Trina. Who knows? Hey everyone, and we are back. So as we left off, our rangers went about their classes for the day. And we'll cut to the end, like after lunch, as we enter the school auditorium for the pep rally held by Trina and the cheerleading squad. So yeah, you see everyone filter in. You see, let's see, this would be start of school year. So the football team, cheerleaders are all in the pep rally, like in the middle of the auditorium, like getting shit set up. Cheerleaders already starting to do their cheer. Oberon is very good at doing the cheerleading routine, 100% leading the routine. Does like a triple flip up in the air. But yeah, you guys file in, and you guys all sit up in the corner as the pep rally just goes on, and you guys are observing.
How does he do that?
Androgynous entity,
Yeah, I get it. I do. My brain doesn't
years
want to
of
compute it,
experience.
but I get it.
I never thought I'd be at a pep rally, much less see something that strange.
I mean, it's probably the most normal thing we've seen in the past 24 hours.
I'm normally
I don't
never
know.
here.
That hundreds of year old thing down there that's pretending to be a cheerleader is pretty up there on the list.
We fought stretched out Laffy Taffy looking things. Like,
Yeah, but I just hit them.
that's the least of my worries.
Yeah, you see Keen Oberon do like a full floor, like the triple flip across the floor into a split, and say "Go Angel Grove," and the crowd just goes wild.
This is like the most interaction I've had with other people in a long time. So
Yeah, you've never been in one of the pep rallies before. Either like half of the squad and this Power Ranger squad are very antisocial.
Bar's just sitting there pinching his arm, wondering if he's dreaming.
Because I'm
You're
pretty
not.
sure at this current moment, Noah is the most social of the three. Noah's just vibing. She's just like looking around at.
I mean, you're
everyone
on the school paper.
and
You would
taking
you would be
pictures.
taking pictures the first pep rally of the year. You are on the yearbook squad too, so it made
Yeah.
sense. But as you guys are enjoying the pep rally, why don't you all give me awareness rolls, please?
Definitely not my forte.
That's the same as alertness, correct?
Yeah, alertness. Sorry.
Okay.
Just checking.
Different systems with different terms for the same thing.
Total 15.
17.
I wrote a nat 1.
Yeah.
Story point.
Story
You
point.
can bring a story point. Okay, you're down to 3. You usually at 4, even though Javante's not here.
So do I roll again?
You re-roll the d20.
14. So that makes that a 15.
Okay, so yeah, you're taking a photo. You guys converse, and you guys are very on point in this because you know what's going on at the cheer squad, and it's making you guys very aware of the events. You see people moving through the crowd, and you just see like you think it's like students just moving to sit with their friends and stuff. But as you see them moving down towards like the auditorium floor, they all look exactly the same, like the same nondescript like human male person. And as they start to get to the auditorium floor, you see them start to shift into those sprite-like figures.
People looking?
It is black at the moment. It's no color.
Y'all are seeing this, right?
Yep.
Bara, just yell something.
You see one of the sprites grab a football player and just chuck him out of the auditorium as people start screaming and running around the auditorium. You hear, you guys all hear in your head, I'll get the crowd out of here. Try to stall them for a few minutes.
Bar's scrawny, small stature literally ducks through under the bleachers, like ducks through underneath where your feet go
Mhm.
and drops down underneath the bleachers.
Yeah, you guys can all drop it. You guys on the top, you could just drop down below the bleachers, out of sight.
Yeah, do that. But while I'm dropping, before I like hide behind the bleachers, I want to find like the nearest fire alarm and pull it just to clear.
Yeah, you can just drop off the side of the bleachers, grab it, and then duck under.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That'll give Trina advantage on her roll, persuasion roll. That's a nat 20. Okay. Yeah. Oberon just you feel some like Fey bullshit in the air. They all just follow him. They all just follow him out of the auditorium. But yeah, I believe Warren led the morph this time. So why doesn't our leader lead the morph this time?
No, I don't.
It is in the roll 20 for reference.
Words. Oh no.
Got this.
It is.
So Noah's just going to like duck down behind the bleachers, grab her necklace, look, see that it's green, and I cannot find this thing. Oh my goodness.
I think it's actually pinned in the
Yeah.
Discord channel. Yeah, it's pinned in there.
Sorry. I thought I had Discord up already.
You're good.
It's in the Zoom chat too. I just put it there.
That also works.
Thanks. Yeah, so she grabs her necklace, pulls it off, watches it turn into the key, turns it, and yells, "It's morphin' time, y'all!" Faerie Arcana Force, green autumn Fey Ranger, and just lets it rip.
Yeah, you get covered in leaves and vines again as your morphin suit appears on top of you with the stallion helm appearing over top.
And I am immediately drawing
Okay.
my harvest blade and
Running out.
running at whoever's closest to me.
Okay. I'll roll an initiative in a second. Warren, go ahead.
It's morphin' time. Fae step into the grid. Faerie Arcana Force, Blue Winter Fae Ranger. Doorway just walks right through it with Tonfa in hand.
Yep, just a
and
burst of
running.
snow and ice as you're covered in like that same type of like dead tree motif from the winter and like the snow and blizzard-ish thing as the lion helm appears over your head. And Bara.
Faerie Arcana Force, Yellow Summer Fey Ranger.
There's just a burst. There's just a burst of flame as you very lackadaisical just do it. You're like, fuck this shit. So as you step through the grid and there's a burst of flame around you as like the very bright yellow suit appears over top of you with like the summer bloom like flowers and leaves and just the lizard helm appearing over your head as you guys step out into the middle of the floor. As you step out, there is 6 sprites kind of destroying the auditorium, and as you guys step forward to fight them, there's a flash of light. And appearing in the center of all these sprites is, as I bring up some fun stuff here. Actually, why don't you guys give me your initiative rolls too while I do this?
Okay. Well,
22.
17 again. Because apparently I rolled a 17.
Go ahead and throw
I
them in the
double
Zoom chat for me. But yeah, as appearing in the middle of these sprites, what looks like a hunched over old lady at first, and as she turns to you, you see this like nasty hump and these wicked long nails and like the stereotypical like worry covered witch, and you realize that this is a hag that has been brought here. And she sets up and her head just like twists 180 to look at you guys. Wow. Rangers, was it? This will be fun. We roll her initiative and the sports. Okay. First up is going to be Noah.
How close am I to the hag lady?
Say about 30 feet. But there is sprites and a ring around her.
So I'm gonna go for the sprite directly in front of her
Okay.
and use my solo strike.
Yeah, that just is an upshift on your attack. So you'll just roll 1 dice higher on whatever your attack roll is. Are you attacking her with your melee weapon?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll. I think it was it finesse, or I don't remember what you did for your special weapon. I think it was finesse.
Finesse, yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Okay. That is 12 plus 15.
15 hits. So as you run up and just slash into breaking apart this first sprite, it is now Bara's turn.
So, did Nora clear out one of the sprites or no?
Yeah, just instantly just cleave through one of them with their weapon.
All right. Bar's going to charge right at the gap and hit the one maybe to the right on the way through.
Okay.
He's going to use personal power point for triple strikes.
Nice. So go ahead and make your attacks. We can do them as you go because you might be able to get more than one of these guys in this range of attacks.
First one's a 17.
That hits. Just roll to your hits because these guys have you hit them they die. The sprites are very weak.
Well, I'm only doing one of them and then continuing through the gap into the.
Oh, so you want to close on the hag?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you make your first attack, hit that one. It clears the two directly in front of her, and you have a free shot at the hag. So go ahead and make your attack.
23.
23.
Yes.
That definitely hits.
Oh, you know what? I'm supposed to be rolling with whatever the skill thing is here, so I actually should be rolling more, but whatever. I don't know how to do that.
You should be able to roll. Your attach
yes.
should just be able to roll for those. Yeah, it should just roll the specialization for you.
Very good. Well, I rolled lower with the specialization, so
You're good. You hit anyway.
I hit the second one. I missed the third one.
Yeah, you missed the third one for sure, but the 23 definitely hits. So that does how much damage?
3 fire.
3 fire.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see something here. Ooh. Okay. So yeah, it goes through. You see part of the fire gets deflected off of like these robes that she's wearing. So a little one less damage to her than you expected. But it is the sprite's turn now. There's 2 of you in range, so 2 of them will attack each of you too. So let's see. I need a d4.
Can I use my move like a song perk if it's attacking me?
Yeah, that'll mean they get a snag on the first attack against you, which will make it miss. Second attack on you, however, will also miss because that's a natural 2 on the dice. And then 2 attacks at Bara. That's a 22, which a crit on the skill die. And that's a 23 for crit on the skill die. So Bara, you're gonna take 2 points of damage.
Gotcha.
Okay, and it is down to Warren.
All right. Shifted way different than what I was going to do initially. I am going to move forward. Well, no, I could do this one while they're still up there without having to move forward. I'm going to use a free action to use Helping Hand
Okay.
and heal Bara 1 point of health.
Okay. Sounds good. So Bard gets 1 hit point back.
And then instead of the tonfa, the boreal tonfa, I'm going to put the gauntlet form on my arm,
Okay.
and I want to try and create like a cold mist or like cloud fog something to cover the area that all the rest of them are in, to kind of like blind them, essentially, like make it so
Okay.
it's
Like
really
create
hard
like
for
a.
them to see the
Okay.
area.
Cool. Roll me that D4 roll.
Okay. I'm gonna spend a story point, guys.
Okay. Down to 2.
Oh no.
Yeah, that was a natural 1. We don't want that. Okay, much better, much better. 12 on the D20, 3 on the D4 for 15 total.
Okay. So yeah, you do see the effect that goes around the area. It's like a little cloud of mist forms around the remaining sprites and the hag with the your 2 ranger allies around the edge of it.
I'll just keep like pouring more of that cold fog out, and through our helmets be like, regroup, maybe.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so it's down to the hag. They are going to use their once a day ability to perform a dark dimension ritual. So we're going to target Warren here. Warren, what is your willpower?
My willpower is 15.
Okay. That is a 22. So she waves her staff, and this mist that you created starts to coalesce on the end of the staff, clearing away, and she directs it back at you, and you just feel this magic seep through your like down your throat, and you go blind as your eyes freeze over. Thanks for that. It's so much easier to use magic. It's already in the air. And then she'll use her second attack to shoot a bolt of magic at Noah. And that is a 17.
Yep.
Okay, so you will take 2 points of energy damage. And it is back to your turn, Noah.
I want to activate the gauntlet, and I just want to build a wall. Like I want to build a wall in front of Warren.
Okay, so you want to
Because I'm
build like a
assuming
you want to
I'm
build like an earth wall in front of him?
yes, like put him in a
Yeah,
safe
you can just create
spot.
like a little like barrier in front of the 3 of you and just like build like a wide barrier. You guys have some
I
cover.
would love to do that.
Okay,
Yes.
roll that D4 roll.
That is a 19.
19, yeah, easily. About 5 foot high, 10 foot wide barrier. It just comes up from the ground in front of you, just like cement block stone from the under the floor underneath the auditorium.
That's my Green
Warren,
Ranger.
That would be your full
Warren,
action.
talk to me.
Do you want to use any
Yes.
movement?
I just want to put myself in front of Warren. Like I want
Okay.
nothing coming at him.
Yeah,
at
you
all.
can move over and use part of your movement to move him behind the wall because I believe he was off to the side, and then you can just bunker down in front of him.
Moving him out of the way.
Okay, Bara, you were up.
So Nora's in front of Warren, blocking him from.
Yeah, they're about 5 feet behind the wall with her in front of him, and then you're like at the edge of the wall with them on the other side of it.
The wall.
Yeah, she earthbended a wall in front of you guys for cover.
Gotcha. But I'm still next to the hag.
She's on the other side of the
Hag
wall,
move.
so you can move over the wall to get to her pretty easily. But she gave you
Oh.
some wall for some cover if you need it.
Oh, gotcha. How tall is the wall?
It's 5 feet. You're a ranger. You can jump it.
Gotcha. Bar's just gonna straight up jump, stand on top of the wall, and kick her.
Go for it. Make your
Or
attack.
no, I think I have to use hands. Sorry, I'm gonna punch.
Okay.
I'm trying.
Yeah,
to...
for your power weapon, you have to use your hands.
Yeah.
Your martial arts extra attack can be a kick to the face if you would like.
Gotcha. Then we will. Yeah, sure. Why not? I'll use another personal power and triple strike.
Okay.
All three at her.
Sounds good.
Okay, specialization, yes. Submit. 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 So many buttons. That one misses. Wait, did it roll twice? Wow. Okay. I can't do my third because I didn't hit with either of the first two. So
You can use a story point.
I don't even know what story points are.
They just let you reroll a d20. They do other stuff too, but we can go over that after. You get as many as your ranger group per session, so you guys get 4 to start every session.
Oh, gotcha. Well then, sure. Why not?
It's the only reason Frankie makes any rolls, because I'm the only one that uses them. Remembers to use them.
There we go. 18.
Yeah, 18 will hit. So you do your damage to her. You see, as this time she deflects some of it again, and it actually hits 2 of the sprites, killing them instantly.
Nice.
She will only take the minimum of 1 damage from that.
Third one is not the solar knuckles. The third one is a strike because ability. Wow, that one misses. I rolled a 1.
Ooh, that's a fumble.
That gives us a story point back.
Yeah, you get a story point back as you go to kick her after doing that, and you like fully whiff and just slam your back on the wall, and you're prone like on the wall itself. It is the sprite's turn. There is 2 left, and they are going to attack you with advantage because you are prone.
I'm prone, but technically I'm at eye level. So.
It's still easy to hit. An 18 and a 14.
This is against toughness?
Yeah.
Yeah, they both hit.
They both hit? Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, because you're speed-based. So you'll take 2 more points of damage. And it is Warren's turn. Warren, you can't act. You are just blind for this turn.
I'm just blind?
You're blind for this turn, yep.
Okay. Do I know that Noah's in front of me?
Yes, you can feel Noah in front of you. She's like close enough to you can just feel a presence in front of you.
Put me near them. I'll put my hand on Noah's shoulder and I'll hold my action.
For Noah's turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to do the boreal quake.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. We will move over to the hag. Their first action, they're just going to heal themselves for 1. As you see a burst of magic go around their body as they destroy one of the 2 sprites that are left to heal themselves. And then they are going to attack the down person with a witch staff attack. That is a dirty 20, so you'll take another point of damage. You are muted. Oh, no, you weren't muted. I didn't hear you. What was that?
I am at 1 health.
1 health. Okay. Ooh. So, I guess I should bring this up. If you go to 0 as a ranger, you do not die. You can just choose to demorph in the moment, and then you drop to 1 HP. Just to keep that in mind if you get hit again, Gus. It is your turn, Noah.
See, I would heal you.
You will get since you held your action, you will get your sight back at the end of your action whenever you take it.
Okay.
Noah, it is your turn, though.
So I have Warren on my shoulder, or holding my shoulder. Oh, so I have acute sight. Can I look at the hag and find a weak point?
So what does acute sight say specifically?
Gain an edge when rolling a skill test for alertness, and the chosen sense, since I chose sight, can be applied. You may gain a upshift on a non-alertness skill test where you can apply some use of the sight.
Okay, yeah, give me an alertness roll. See how you do. Well, alertness roll with edge.
That is a 16.
16. Her robe specifically seems to be channeling most of her magic. If you can somehow rip that off of her. It seems like to be one of those open robes, so it's just like you can just pull it off the back maybe. But it seems like there's a lot of runes and stuff that's channeling all that magic she possesses.
Hey, Warren, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
I get you can't see right now, but if I point you in the direction of her, do you think you can do something to rip her robe?
I
That
could do
seems to be where she's getting her strength.
I could do something to knock her down at least. Make it easier for you to rip it off.
Gotcha. So I want to, I guess, use my gauntlet again and just create a wall to push her while walking with Warren around the wall so he can.
Like push her towards you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you move Warren, and you can take your action to do that. So roll me the d4 roll.
18 plus 3, 21.
Yeah, the wall slams in the back of her. It will do 1 bludgeoning damage or 1 blunt damage to her as she flies forward. And Warren, go ahead and pop your quake as she gets within range.
Yeah. DC. I'm gonna put 2 points into this, so it's a DC 18 athletics or acrobatics check
Okay,
for her.
She will roll with advantage because you are still blind, but.
Well, no, this
Oof.
isn't anything sight based. It comes straight off the ground.
It doesn't even matter. She rolled so bad. Yeah, she doesn't even have that, so it was a straight roll. So that makes that a 5. Yeah, you wouldn't think that the hat's very agile. She gets slammed in the back of the wall and then just knocked back into it, like pinballs off as she's like shaped by your quake and lands to the ground face first in front of you guys. Bara, you are up. You are very hurt, but you see the hat knocked to the ground as you see Warren's face dethaws, and you can see again. There's one sprite left behind both walls now because there's like 2 walls. There's a wall, you guys are on the middle, and then there's another wall, and then the sprite's behind the wall alone.
Sorry.
How badly messed up does she look now that she's on the ground?
She looks pretty hurt, yeah.
And because she's on the ground, do I get anything extra?
You get an edge on attacks if you go melee attacks.
What happens if I run out of personal points?
You just can't use your extra attacks, I believe.
Then I'm going 3 hits in on her.
Yeah, personal power just recharges per day based on your recharge rate, which is on your sheet somewhere.
Yeah, it's 30. Well, yeah. Okay, so I do specialization, yes, and then skill shift is what?
What was you're just rolling with edge.
What's edge?
It means you're rolling with advantage.
Okay, edge is bad. Okay, there we go. It's the last one. 22.
Okay, so yeah. So as you hit her, you start beating her. You see the sprite behind her disintegrates, goes into her body. But as you're finishing her off, you guys feel a pulse of magic that knocks you guys back. As you hear chanting, like that just seems to go through your guys' mind, from a very feminine voice. So you're his new pets. Well, why don't we make this more interesting? Grow, my pretty. And the hag starts to grow and grow and grow till she breaks through the school, and you're looking up at 100-foot sized hag. And that is where we are going to end tonight's episode.
I was gonna freeze
So
her
that's-
foot.
Disgusting.
So, like I said, Javante will be back next time, and you get to see what happened with Trina, and to see what Trina just to walk into. But before we end, when we go around, tell everyone I can find you on socials, and if you have anything you want to plug, go ahead, and we'll go in reverse order. So Gus.
I'm Gus. I'm here every other week. That's where I'm at.
Love it. Very to the point. Art.
Hello, I am Arc Light Court, or your Gridmaster Arc, the D&D Power Rangers guy, as I've been referred to all over the internet now. You can find me every second and fourth Monday on my channel at Arc Light Court, running Arcanites, a Power Rangers actual play series, with the wonderful Paige playing Frankie Oliver, the former Green, now Silver Ranger, and on alternating Tuesdays that are not this, and Thursdays you can find me on my channel playing Battle for the Grid, going through the story mode, which plays through the Lord Draken Shattered Grid story from the Power Rangers comic books. And yeah, that's what I got.
When he eventually gets to the story, I'm gonna jump on there and beat his ass at the game. Be great.
You'll try.
I'm gonna
and
beat
probably win.
Yeah, probably. Okay, Simi.
Hi y'all, I'm Simi Ray. You can find me everywhere at Simi Ray1. And be on the lookout. Me and one of my friends, we are starting a new thing called the Blades and Roses Tavern, where you will be finding us cooking everything from D&D to your favorite video games. So be on the lookout for that.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
And go follow Javante on Twitter, because that's the only place he's at Javante. It's very simple, to the point.
I mean, it's simple if you could figure out how to spell Javante.
Jevaunte. I memorize it because I run tech in every game he's in. And I am Paige, aka Pluto Cleric, all over the socials. I'm a gamer and game master and streamer on requests on every game in the known universe. Other stuff I have going on Friday on the channel at 9 p.m. Eastern. I will be running a Thirsty Sword Lesbians one shot, where it is going to be a coffee shop in between dimensions, where there is speed dating going on. It'll be great. And then on rotating Tuesdays from this game, next week we'll have our second episode of Death Was Easy, a Powered by Apocalypse Monster of the Week campaign, where we take the Hades video game and make it very, very scary. We left off first episode with our party about to fight an undead Cerberus. So that'll be great for them. So tune into that, and we will see you guys in a few weeks. Have a good night, everybody.
Later.